We got the vibe, fun and friendly all the time. Draft and play and feel the rise. Magic moments in our eyes.
Hey everybody, Alex from SeemsGoodMagic here, back doing a best of one Foundations draft. Rare is Authority of the Consoles, not a bad card, but I don't want to first pick it. I'm not loving this pack. Best options are maybe Slumbering Cerberus or Infernal Vessel. I do like the Infernal Vessel quite a bit, actually. It's a 2-1 for 3, which isn't good, but then when it dies, it comes back as a 4-3. It's pretty strong, actually. I think the Infernal Vessel might just be better than Slumbering Cerberus. The only issue is you can never really have enough 2-drops, so Cerberus is quite nice for that, especially being a 2-mana 4-power creature. I think there's an argument to take this Cerberus. Maybe I'll go with the 2-drop. I haven't played with the Vassal yet, but I do like it quite a bit. It's pretty nice for sack value deck, but I'll just take the Cerberus. Well, I could take another one. I'm okay with that. Kind of makes sense. Otherwise, Arcane Epiphany is a great card. Reassembling a Skeleton, great for the sack deck as well. Helpful Hunter, just solid uncommon. Wary Thespian, certainly a playable 2-drop in green. But let's just keep taking Cerberus and see if we can play some sort of red beatdown deck. Well, Abrade is a beautiful third pick to get. Stays on color with us for now. And certainly it's going to work well untapping Cerberus if we kill something with it. Elvish Archdruid. Not a bad card if you can pick up enough elf cards. Same with Youthful Valkyrie, just got the tribal cards here. Prideful Parent's a great 3-drop. Big Fin Bouncer is very playable. Firebrand Archer is playable just as a 2-drop. I like the Snare Spinner, the Plunder, the Bacon to a Pie. A lot of playables in here, but pretty easy to braid. Okay, so Brass's Bounty, not what we need. I'm looking at probably a white card. I'm just thinking with double Cerberus, we're probably going to be, we're going to want to be a beatdown deck. I don't really want an Incinerating Blast here. It's a little expensive. I love Cathar Commando. I love Squad Rallier too. Twin Blade Blessing is also kind of sweet with Slumbering Cerberus actually, but I'm going to take the Cathar Commando. It's just really nice, versatile card to have. And it can trigger Cerberus by sacking itself, which is kind of nice too. If there's a pesky enchantment and you need to blow up. But it feels like a good pick to take here. So now we have Dazzling Angel, but I could see taking the Firebrand. There's also Infestation Sage. Good options here. I'm not 100% sure I'm white yet. I kind of feel like I want to be red, which makes me want to take the Firebrand. I don't like the sad thing is I don't like Firebrand as much as Sage or Angel, but I'm going to take it and just kind of leave my options open. Once we get to pack like 8, we can see what's wheeled, and that'll make decisions a little bit easier on which direction to go. All right, well, huge pickup for us here. Heartfire Immolator, yet another card that synergizes amazingly well with Cerberus. You sack it, you blow something up, and then you can untap your Cerberus. Another Infestation Sage in here. Vengeful Blood Witch is a good card too. I'm hoping we wheel some of these black cards and go like a black-red sack deck. That would be really nice. But Immolator is a huge pickup for us. Okay. So we can take Thrill. Spitfire Lagak is kind of a whatever card I feel like. I don't know if we need the Thrill, but Thrill is just a nice card to have as like a... it's better in like a red-blue thing just to trigger the draw your second card effects as well as prowess. But, it's some flood mitigation, which is nice. I could see taking Lagak. It's kind of an unexciting card, but, you can landfall your opponents out if you're all in aggro like this. It's usually never a shortage of 4-drops. I'll just take the Thrill. Right now we're all 1 and 2 drops. That's a good place to be. Especially if we do stick to the 17 lands. Like now I could actually take Rogue's Passage and feel kind of good about it. But hard to pass a Courageous Goblin when you have 2 Cerberus. That's a pretty tough one. I think we got to go with more 2-drops here. It's too bad too, because that Rogue's Passage would actually be very good here. But so we could take the Soul Caller, nothing in white, nothing in red, and a couple blue cards we don't really want. And I don't think I want the Stomper. I'll take the Soul Caller. Soul Caller to me makes sense in a deck that's going to deal a bunch of damage early. And then you got Soul Caller Evasion, hopefully, to finish the job. I don't love Soul Caller, but it's certainly a playable card. I'm going to take Incinerating Blast now. We can probably play one of them and just continue to cut red. We want to cut red as hard as we possibly can, just so we get past it in future packs. I'll take an Archer. I mean, we already have an Abrade and a Thrill, an Incinerating Blast, and it's yet another 2-drop, so that feels fine. The Thrill pick is looking a lot better now. I mean, Twin Blade Blessing is fine, but let's just take another Blast, I guess. I don't really love Blast, especially since it's a sorcery, but I guess you can rummage off of it. I'll just cut the Crypt Feaster in case. Last pick, Twin Blade Blessing. That's playable here. All right, huge pickup for us here. Kellen's a great card, and I'm pretty happy to take it. I don't know. We're like borderline mono red at this point, especially if we get like probably Wheel the Gorehorn Raider. Alinda's good. Claws Out is definitely good for a red-white go-wide deck. We don't have any cats currently, but that's all right. Eaten Alive removal. Burglar Rat good with Eaten Alive. Arbiter of Woe, certainly playable. Plenty of playables in there. Easy Kellen, though. Well, I'll just keep taking Slumbering Cerberus. Maybe 2-mana 4/2s are good enough. We're going to find out. Maybe Wheel the Firebrand. Well, now we have Gorehorn Raider, Shivan Dragon, but we can do a little step closer to red-black by taking the Nighthawk. Double black's going to be a problem. The thing is, obviously we're primarily red, but we're not like double red, so I guess that's good. I mean, Shivan Dragon's playable, but we want to keep this curve low if we can. The Nighthawk is just such a sweet card. It still is. I just don't really want to take a Raider. I want to keep the curve low. If we miss out on a Raider and a Shivan Dragon, I don't think it really affects the deck. So we can take a Goblin Border here. There is a Diregraph Ghoul, yet another 1-drop, but the Border being a 4-power creature is more relevant for this Courageous Goblin. Not to mention we basically have no 3-drops in this deck, so I'm happy to play a 3-mana 4/3 over a 1-mana 2/2, I think. 3-mana 4/3 is nothing to write home about, but I think it makes sense for the deck. Yeah, over a Diregraph Ghoul, probably. Okay. Options now. Could take the Raider. It's not bad. It's an uncommon too. Sower of Chaos actually wouldn't be bad too. I like that the Sower is actually pretty valuable in here as a... I could actually see Sower being better than Raider. Just because I think we're going to end up playing 17 lands. And this is like a mana sink where getting all your bajillion 2-drops in could really mean the difference between winning and losing. So I think I'll get one Sower. It's weird. I've never hunted for that card before. Well, Frenzied Goblin looks really good here. Also get rid of blockers. That makes sense. It is just a 1-mana 1/1, but we might find some tricks. Otherwise, another Firebrand would be welcome, but... All right, now we take the Firebrand, I think. There's Stromkirk Blood Thief, but we might be at the point where we're just... Honestly, we might just be mono red. Pretty close. All right, another Borders. All right, okay. Don't really need any of this. Guess I'll take a Highland in case there's a green card I need to put in here for some reason. But yeah, now Now we're looking like we might be able to just get away with mono red. Yeah. I mean, we're pretty close. There's usually not a ton of incentive to go monocolor. But, alright, I guess we could run... I'd prefer to not run Shivan Dragon, but... Hitotsuku second right. With 3 Fanatical Firebrands, is there a chance that I can get them? It's probably a little too ambitious. Goblin Surprise actually looks amazing in here with all of these cheap creatures. I kind of don't want to play the second right. High Society Hunter is so good. That could be enough incentive to go back into the black direction. This card is so strong. Otherwise, you could take bulk up with Slumbering Cerberus. That's really all in, huh? Because in black, basically it's just a Nighthawk, and then we'd play... Yeah, I might just go for mono red. I just... not entirely convinced that we're going to need... that we're going to need black, despite High Society Hunter being unbelievably strong card. Alright, let's take bulk up, just with the Cerberus. It's a way to push through a bunch of damage. Alright, Sear Slicer Goblin's a great pickup for us too. Hawk and double joust through, wow. Stab in here too. Axguard Cavalry would be really nice, but we're going to easily take the Sear Slicer Goblin. It's just a nice pickup for us. I could take Rogue's Passage, because, yeah, Rogue's Passage is going to make me feel better about playing 17 lands and just finding a way to win the game. It's just an extra spell in here, basically. Rewards you for playing monocolor. So, guess we take Cavalry now and probably cut the Shivan Dragon, I'm guessing. Cavalry's not even that incredible in here, but we're going to see how punished we get for going monocolor here. Oh, man. Alicia's good, too. Yeah, we probably need to take Alicia here. I don't think we're ambitious enough to do Nighthawk, but we'll probably play Alicia. Alright, Involuntary Employment's pretty sweet, but I could see taking the Courageous Goblin here too. Just because we have 3 I mean, this thing... Basically, turn 2 Goblin, turn 3 Cerberus. It's just a lot of options to get in some good damage. Plus we have like Sower, and... Involuntary Employment is pretty sweet. We don't have a sack outlet for it, but it can win some games. I'm just going to take the Goblin, though. I kind of feel like we're going to want that in here. Quick Draw Katana is probably not bad, but I could see taking the second Sower. Just, I mean, we don't need to play second right. And that way, I've just got a couple ways to turn off blockers. So I could take another Thrill, but I could see taking the second bulk up too. Push through a lot of damage. The Thrill is going to flood mitigate, which is nice, but bulk up, pushing through extra damage might just be worth it. We'll see. All right, another Goblin Border. Probably. Another Cavalry, yeah. Or we could take the Katana. Maybe we'll just take the Katana. It's a little too clunky for us, I think, but... Lagac. Just take another Cavalry, maybe. Ruby. Lagac came back anyway. Last pick, Involuntary Employment. That's a pretty good gift. Because that's gonna make the deck. So do I agree with this? 5 swamps to run Alicia? Man, that could actually card is sweet. It's a very strong card. Very, very strong. Gets back everything in our deck, too. That's a tough one. Because we have to make quite a few cuts, too. Which is a good problem to have, but still a problem nonetheless. I think we'll cut the Lagak. I kind of want to dump the Blast. Do I have enough removal without him, though? I don't. Well, 3 Firebrands. That's a lot of Firebrands, but that's probably okay. Blast is just mediocre anyway. So mana sinks. We've got the Sower of Chaos. I guess Kellen is also card draw. We probably don't need the Archer just because we have a billion 2-drops that are better. And we don't have that many non-creature. I mean, we have a few. But I think we gotta dump the Katana. It's just... 20. I guess I could cut 4 creatures and run the Katana. Am I running Katana as just considered a 4-drop, I guess? I guess you could do that. I mean, that's pretty strong. First Strike is on a Cerberus, 6 mana, or 6 power First Strike. And whenever something dies, untap it. It's cool. Or even 5 power Menace. Because it gets its own... if it has 4 power after you attack, it gets its own buff. So 5 power Menace is pretty good. It's hard to not run Alicia here. I feel like I might have to. And cut some creatures, which are probably I guess the Borders maybe. Borders feel kind of mediocre. Although maybe we cut the Cavalry. They're pretty mediocre here too. To me, Cavalry doesn't even make sense with like Border. Because you need to attack to get the value. All right, maybe cut the Cavalries. And I still like the Firebrands with triple Cerberus, but maybe we go to 2 Borders. I mean, I want to be able to use my mana effectively here too. Go to 2 Borders, 2 Firebrands maybe. Maybe 3 Firebrands is a bit excessive. So removal-wise, we're in pretty rough shape, though. We have Firebrand skill X1s. We have a Immolator. We have an Abrade. And we have a quick or an involuntary employment, basically. Yeah, it's not optimum. We got to push through a lot of damage early, or else this deck's not going to get there. So, 5 swamps for 1 black card. I mean, it's tough not to because we don't have any double red cards, you know? So, I mean, this requires red to turn off blockers, and I guess Goblin does too, but I think this is how we're going to run it. All right, with the Rogue's Passage to hopefully win the game. I'm a little concerned. I think not having any Burst Lightnings is kind of a big deal, but we'll see what this deck can do. I'm hopeful that we can steal some games. We'll see. We'll see you round 1. All right. It's a good hand. 1, 2, 3 drop. Removal. Well, I think we race, but it's a tough one. I don't really want to go 1 damage for 2, I guess, even if we are racing. All right. So, I can attack here. All right, I'm actually glad because now I can play the Could go Goblin plus Courageous Goblin, but yeah, that's true. Because then next turn I could do Frenzied Goblin, turn off a blocker. Then they can block with the 1/1. All right, let's just get the border now. That's a good one. So we'll kill Catmandu over there. All right, so we smash with both a Braid, a Rabo, and then go Frenzied Goblin. Or I guess we do Courageous Goblin, huh? All right. Well, they really made that easy for us. Yeah, that was not a good blocking decision on their part. I mean, they saw the Immolator, so it was just not a wise choice. They do have a cool cat deck, though. I'll give them boatloads of credit for that. So yeah, we just attack with everything here. All right, so we blow up the 2/2. I mean, they're gonna be able to smash back with the Savior here and gain some life, but uh-oh. Oh. Well, that's cool. So, okay. So attack with everything. No, we don't want to do that. Guess we just attack with just the border. And then we'll play the Sower. I just want to get the 3/4 lifelinker off the board. I don't know if that's right or not. It also opens up our Frenzied Goblin to be able to attack. I'm going to take it because I don't know. Oh, sure. That's fine. Oh, well, that's good news. Still don't have lethal next turn. All right. Well, we're not going to be able to win this race. All right, that's good. Got a lot of cats. That's cool. With the Rabo, it's fun. I like that. Because the Saviors are cats too. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. So we can play Firebrand. All right, so we do Firebrand. Kill an X1. And then we get in. And this can't block. All right. All right. Well, we got there. Callan sure saved the day. Phew. See you for the next one. Ooh, it's a great hand. Very, very good hand. Firebrand into Immolator into Alicia. We can even get Firebrand back. We can use it to, I mean, that's kind of a, it's kind of an unnecessary use unless if you're killing an X1, it's a pretty good use. Because you don't have to attack with Alicia if you attacked this turn. So you can even post-combat play an Alicia, get back Immolator too, which is amazing. That's super strong. You can attack with Immolator, blow something up, then trigger Alicia to get it back. Yeah, I'm pretty happy I played Alicia here. It's a pretty important card for the deck, I would say. Yeah, I think you just play the Cerberus here. More damage output. Because it's mana value too. It's not even, that's pretty amazing. Let's get in there, see if they kill something. So if they don't kill something, I'll just play the border. Yeah, wow. All right. I don't even need to show Alicia yet. Ooh, very good. All right, let's just kill Alicia. So we have lethal with Goblin Surprise. All right. All right, cool. See you for the next one. Definitely a keep here. I mean, we need some of more of our 2-drops. There you go, like clockwork. All right. Ooh, there's a good one. So let's do the Goblin first, because then it attacks next turn as a 3-power menace. with the Cerberus. That should be pretty good. Let's just do the Cerberus and get in for... Get in for 3 Menace. So they have untapped mana too. I think I'll just attack with the goblin here. And then we'll pass and we'll leave up a Braid and Goblin Surprise and Thrill, because we could potentially kill them with involuntary employment if they play a huge fatty here. I see, I see. Well, that's going to make it a little less good, because they're going to fight the Courageous Goblin. I guess I could bulk up in response. That way it kills the Indrik. And I don't care. If they choose not to fight, I'm all right with it too. I'll just keep my Menace guy. Yeah, I'm fine with that too. We didn't actually lose the bulk up. Attacking. All right, that's insane. I love it, but you're absolutely out of your mind for doing that. They're really lucky we didn't rip the... I guess we still would have been one shy of lethal, huh? But, all right. So, Goblin Surprise 6, 9, plus 2, 11. So not quite there. Yeah, that attack was... They are out of their minds doing that attack. Kind of a tough spot here, though. Our mana is kind of prohibitive here. So I'm going to leave up probably Goblin Surprise, and then hopefully Involuntary Employment gets me to the Promised Land. No play, huh? I mean, we can have Braid the Scourge too. Don't love it. We got a boatload of open mana too. All right. Well, we're going to do it. Let's see what they do in response here. They can fight. It's just weird. So, I mean, I can steal Indrik now, but we still don't have lethal, I don't think. Block the Indrik, take 8. It's basically, it's not good enough yet. So let's just get in now, I guess. Hmm. I'm a little confused, but since we still don't have lethal, I'm gonna go for it here, I guess. Wow. That's an unexpected one. This has been a weird game. All right. We'll see you for the next one. Definitely a keep here. All right. Cerberus attack trade into Alicia is pretty nice. If it works out. We'll see if it does. I think we take it. I don't love it, but all right. No, that's not bad, I guess. So we'll attack. See if they block. They don't. So then we'll play Firebrand. And CERN. And then we're going to end up abrading here too. That's a good one. So we block here, braid here, and kill the elf. So then we can attack with Cerberus, play Alicia. Get back Firebrand. It's a surprising block. Wow. Really surprising block. I would have done that in my instep, I guess, if it gave me a chance to, but wow, sure glad I ran Alicia. We'll see you for the next one. Great hand here. Hard to not keep a both color Kellen hand here. Get this cat to stop purring here. Just playing Goblin Borders Beats here, huh? 3 mana 4/3s. Is it good enough? I guess we'll find out. Well, that's acceptable. We get the Sower next turn, which is pretty cool. Bake into a pie or what? If they do, then Cerberus untaps, so alright. No problem there. Now Cerberus untaps, so that's cool. And now next turn we could potentially do both of these. We'll find out. Drain us a little bit there. So they block the Sower. I think I want to keep the Sower. Oh, should I have not? Well, if I didn't play the land. I was trying to think. I guess I can get rid of the blocker, get him for 8. I don't love that either, though. I think we're just going to attack with Cerberus, offer the trade, and then play the border. It also gets rid of a blocker for Sower of Chaos value, but I don't think I want to do the Thrill just yet, unfortunately. Kind of want to save that for the next land I get. All right. All right. So we can do Thrill now. We can do Thrill first. It's not bad. Well, hexproof and indestructible. All right, it's going to be a tough race. It's possible, but it's going to be a tough one. Ooh, that's pretty clunky here. Although, I guess we have enough to do it. No, we don't have, I see. We don't quite have enough, so we'll get rid of the blocker. Get in for 8. They are out of cards. I guess that's good. Yeah, we need the Cerberus here. I'm still not lethal. I mean, I'm lethal with Goblin Surprise. Maybe I just... Well, no, I guess I'm not because of the Nighthawk. I see. Good trade here. That's cool. So 6, 2, 4, and then I can do the... All right. We beat How many hits from Nighthawk? 3 hits? Or was it 4 hits because I'm at 4 life? I can't remember if anything else dealt damage to me. But no, I got drained twice by Soul Shackled Zombie. So we survived 3 hits from Nighthawk plus double drain and still killed our opponent. That's pretty impressive. All right, we'll see you for the next one. Good keep. Goblin, a Cerberus, and a Border into Chaos, potentially. Get the beats going. Been even winning on the draw a few times. This time we're on the play, but I was just thinking previously we've had some wins on the draw, which is usually a good sign for your deck too. All right. Let's see if they stab it. They do. Okay. Sure. Ooh, Alicia? Oh, man. That's so mean. That is so mean. Alicia's so good. Oh my goodness. That is so strong. Sack deck. I respect it. I do. I respect it. So I could make it so Blood Witch can't block and then play Goblin Borders. Or I could do Sower of Chaos now. I think I don't even pay it, to be honest. Yeah, they don't even want to. So let's do Sower. I mean, I could do Border plus Firebrand too, but this is... I can get rid of 2 blockers for 4 mana now, and I definitely have lethal, so they're in a pretty tough spot now. I mean, that's kind of what they needed to be able to... If I draw a land here, I still get them, I think. All right, Goblin Surprise. Oh, that's right. The Cerberus didn't untap, though. Okay. All right. So Firebrand nukes the Blood Wedge. We get drained. Can attack with both of these. And then follow up with a Goblin Border. Or I can get Sower back. Yeah, they're in so much trouble here. Let's see if they have the... I'm going to play the Border. If they have the Day of Judgment, then good for them. Oh yeah, that's a cat too. It's kind of cool. It's good synergy. They got their engine going. Wow, that's real good. Let's see. So I can eliminate 9 lives and one of their cats is a blocker. And they're at 5. They have 5 blockers for my 6 attackers. I could turn into 4 blockers for my 6 attackers plus Goblin Surprise. I wonder if that's enough with the Frenzied Goblin. So get rid of blocker. They block my 4 biggest guys. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then they die to Goblin Surprise. Yeah, that's going to be good enough. So we get in there. and turn off 9 lives familiar as a blocker. Pay the 1. And then we'll see how they block. I wonder if I was just supposed to get rid of another blocker and I would have had enough too. I'm not sure, but it doesn't really matter. Well, now they're dead anyway. Does that have lifelink or? I don't know. I'm just going to do it anyway because all right. See you for the next one. It's a good keep here. Firebrand into Immolator into, I guess, Katana, triggering prowess. We'll see. All right. So, let's attack with the Immolator. I want to see how they block here. That's cool. Take that. Let me play the border. And then I'll have Katana next turn too. Plus equip. That's nice. All right. Oh, that's good too. So let's do Katana. Trigger prowess. I'm gonna get in for 7 here. Just want to kind of see how they. Okay. This Firebrand is doing work. It sort of makes sense. What's our follow-up here? Nothing? Okay. That's good too. Let's do the Katana on the Immolator. And if they kill it, we can blow something up in response. So I'm fine with that. I mean, I feel like they have removal, but we're just going to get in there. All right. I've chosen the Goblin, which is fine by me. I mean, that's pretty sweet for us too. Like I said, this Firebrand is doing a lot of work for us. All right, so they have Sarah Angel, but still have a Heartfire Immolator. They're not going to be able to do much about here. Oh, it's only when they're... Oh, it's during your turn. Well, that makes more sense. So now with like bulk up, They're in tougher spot here. Let's kill both of those guys. Okay. I guess that makes sense. Another option I have is, yeah, actually, this is fine. And then I'll Firebrand the Angel, because they're tapped out. So Firebrand plus Abrade the Angel. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. I want to do it while they're tapped out, though. Oh. Oh, it wouldn't have mattered. The prowess wouldn't have mattered. Bulk up is going to be lethal with Immolator, though, so they gotta stop this damage source here. And even if they do, I have the Katana for my other dude, so that's cool. Pride Mate. Okay. Sure thing. All right, well, that should do it. Cool. Wow. Well, wasn't expecting flawless victory with this deck, but got there. Just a low curve thing with Alicia on the splash. Basically mono red with Alicia to help finish the job there. So pretty cool. We'll take it pretty happily. Let's do some pack one, pick ones here. Pack one, pick one. I guess I'm probably looking at like Stromkirk Blood Thief. I like it. It's a cool card. Grows. You don't have to put it on itself. You can put it on other vampires too. So yeah, it feels like a good card. Probably Banishing Light versus Stab here over Kite Car, even though Kite Car's pretty cool. Yeah, that is pretty strong, actually. It's whenever you cast a non-creature spell, you can just keep spitting out spirits. Well, maybe Kite Car is just worth the first pick over some monocolor removal. Then, yeah, it probably is. Yeah, it's a 4-mana 3/4 flyer. All right, I guess we take Kite Car. And if it doesn't work out, so be it. But if it does, you're probably pretty happy. All right, Perforating Artist. Yeah, this is a cool card too. 3-mana 3/2 Death Touch with upside versus everything else in this pack that's less exciting. So, yeah, I suppose we'd go with the Perforating Artist. See if we can put the black-red deck together. Hard to ever pass up a Kellen. This is a great pack, though. It's got Dauntless Veteran, Dazzling Angel, and Savior in it as well, but easy Kellen. Harvester, 3-mana 3/2, exile a creature card. Oh, that's right, and then you can create a copy of it. That's a cool card. Really good with removal. I can see taking that. It's a cool card. You remove their thing, then you take it. You only have one Nightmare at a time, but whatever. That's really strong. Great 3-drop. All right, here, I mean, Empyrean Eagle is multicolor, but it's pretty strong. Lord effect for all your flyers in an archetype that's going to have primarily flyers. That makes sense. And then we've got probably Spectral Sailor as a 1-drop flyer. A little more exciting than everything else here, and it's just a good card that turns on all the other... I mean, it draws cards, which is already good, but then on top of that, you've got all of your dudes that get value from drawing an extra card in a turn. So just a great card. More exciting than Genesis Wave. Maybe not as exciting, but better and limited than Genesis Wave for sure. All right. Thanks for tuning in, folks. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you for the next one.